is CBS 2 News at 8.
I've urged the leadership in Israel to stand behind this deal, despite whatever pressure comes.
Right now at 8, President Biden proposing a new plan for a permanent ceasefire in Gaza, what the pact would include and how the families of American hostages are responding. Plus,
if you are at or around the parade, there will be certain measures that you will see, and there'll be others that you don't see.
Extra security prepared. Plus, the sun is setting on a beautiful end to the work week. Tomorrow could be even warmer. Lonnie is tracking it all in his first alert forecast. Good evening. I'm Jessica Moore. We'll get to those stories in just a moment, but we begin at 8 with new developments in the Michelle Troconis trial. The Connecticut woman was sentenced to 20 years in prison today, convicted of helping plan and cover up the killing of Jennifer Dulos. The sentencing was emotional as Jennifer's children detailed their immense loss. It's been 5 years since their mother was first reported missing after dropping her kids off at school in Connecticut. Now those children are growing up. CBS 2's Tony Aiello was at the sentencing.
Michelle Troconis was stoic as the judge announced the sentence.
20 years execution suspended after 14 and a half years to serve. 5 years probation.
Earlier, she was frequently in tears as she listened to the Dulos children speak. The judge ordered the camera to pan away to photographs as the children shared the pain of their uniquely tragic loss. Their mom murdered by their dad, who then died by suicide, with a woman who claimed to care for the children convicted as an accomplice to murder.
The defendant's actions in conspiring to murder my mother have had irreparable effects on my life. I've been left with a hole inside of me that I know I will never be able to fill. That woman appeals to our sympathy under the guise of being a mother. She has desecrated the meaning of that word for me.
Christiane Dulos spoke of Fotis Dulos' death by suicide in 2020 and her bedside visit before he passed.
My dad, with the help of Michelle Troconis.
I will never forgive you for what you have done, and until you give us more answers, you will be considered evil, violent, and most definitely a coward.
Troconis' family and friends spoke of her as a good Christian and a loving mom, victimized by Fotis Dulos. Troconis herself spoke briefly.
I am deeply saddened by this tragedy that has affected so many lives. I deeply regret ever being in a relationship with Fotis Dulos.
Judge Randolph heard calls for justice and pleas for mercy before making this observation.
Often, the good and the bad are true.
He declined to set an appeal bond, and Troconis was led away to prison. Judge Randolph did show a measure of leniency. The 20-year sentence is suspended after 14 and a half years. All the lesser counts will run concurrently rather than consecutively, and one of the lesser evidence tampering charges was thrown out today. Troconis' legal team is preparing an appeal. At the courthouse in Stamford, Tony Aiello, CBS 2 News.
Now to the push for a ceasefire in the Israel-Hamas war. The families of 8 American hostages in Gaza are commending President Biden for declaring that now is the time for a deal. CBS 2's Dick Brennan reports on what is included in the plan being pushed by the White House.
Israel has offered a comprehensive new proposal.
President Biden announced a plan that Israel has put on the table for Hamas.
One that brings all the hostages home, ensures Israel's security, creates a better day after in Gaza without Hamas in power.
Biden said the first phase of the proposed deal would include a 6-week full and complete ceasefire, a withdrawal of Israeli forces from all populated areas of Gaza, and the release of a number of hostages, including women, the elderly, and the wounded, in exchange for the release of hundreds of Palestinian prisoners. A second phase would include the release of all remaining living hostages, and the temporary ceasefire would become permanent if Hamas lives up to its commitment.
Finally, in phase 3, a major reconstruction plan for Gaza would commence, and any final remains of hostages who've been killed would be returned to their families.
The president said Hamas is no longer able to carry out another October 7th style attack, and Biden's remarks came as the Israeli military confirmed that its troops are now operating in central parts of the southern Gaza city of Rafah. The president indicated that some in Israel would oppose a peace deal.
I've urged the leadership in Israel to stand behind this deal, despite whatever pressure comes.
Now, Hamas says that before any agreement is reached, the fighting must end first. And the Israeli Prime Minister's office said Israel would not agree to an end to the war until all its aims are achieved. Dick Brennan, CBS 2 News.
Developing tonight in Brooklyn, the Brooklyn Museum is closed for the night after pro-Palestinian demonstrators gained entry to the building. The NYPD says arrests were made, but no word on the exact number. Investigators say some demonstrators threw debris at officers, and the museum says its staff were physically and verbally harassed. There are no reports of serious injuries. Meanwhile, in Lower Manhattan, there was a rally for a ceasefire today, right after some high school students left class. Those teenagers marched toward the steps of a courthouse that also serves as the headquarters for the Department of Education. Students from as far as Staten Island took part. Leaders of a group called Teachers Unite helped organize that rally. Meanwhile, this weekend, the city is preparing for the Israel Day on 5th parade. The theme this year is Bring Them Home, something hostage families have been praying for months. CBS 2's Masa Saidi spoke with one of those families from Long Island.
Really, it's just been unbearable.
238 days ago, Omer Nutra was taken hostage by Hamas. On Sunday, Omer's mom and dad will be surrounded by thousands of supporters at the Israel Day on 5th parade. The theme, Bring the Hostages Home.
12 Americans were taken hostage. 8 are still there.
But I'm really hoping that on Sunday, we'll see a large turnout from other communities as well.
The NYPD expecting crowds and concerned about potential disruptors. Since October 7th, there's been hundreds of protests. And a threat assessment obtained by CBS 2, the Intelligence and Counterterrorism Bureau writes the parade may be a, quote, attractive target for an act of mass violence or disruption.
There's a lot that's happening in the digital world. We've been very clear consistently. Peaceful protest is great. Violence, disorder, disruption, not permitted.
NYPD data shows Jewish hate crimes have spiked 60%, 154 crimes so far this year compared to 96 crimes the same period last year.
This is the most important parade of my lifetime.
The Jewish Community Relations Council of New York organizes the parade. Here's CEO Mark Traeger. To someone who's afraid to come on Sunday, what's your message?
My message is that we have the greatest police department in the world, the NYPD. The NYPD is really moving heaven and earth to make sure that this event on Sunday is as safe as humanly possible.
I'm Masa Saidi, CBS 2 News.
Turning now to our weather, and what a gorgeous end to the work week. Now, of course, the attention turns to the weekend. Lonnie Quinn is here with what we can expect. Lonnie.
I think you're talking every bit as nice for Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, Sunday, you're dry, maybe not quite as sunny. I feel certain of that. But here's the picture currently. I mean, it's been just a great looking day. It's great looking outside right now. There's your temperature reading, 73 degrees in Central Park with plenty of sunshine overhead. Temperatures all around the area, 60s and low 70s out there, 74 in Greenwich, Connecticut. The warmest reading for anybody. This has been one of the big stories today, how dry the air mass is. Now, look, we had some big rains here as of late, but you have dew points that are in the low 40s, even some in the 30s right now. That is basically the temperature that you've got to take that air mass right now that's in the 70s and cool it down to that reading to produce moisture. Well, it's not going to happen, all right? It's just too dry. You get a dew point in the 30s and the 40s. That's way beyond refreshing. That's bone dry. That's where your skin gets kind of crackly. Here's what I see, guys. I see a top 10 day today. I see it warm and sunny tomorrow. Sunday night, that's when you could see some rain out there. We're watching this area, but here's how it plays out. For your weekend, Saturday, 84, the brighter, better portion of the weekend. Sunday, dry during the daytime hours, 81. Got more clouds out there. Could be a shower late. Monday morning, the showers could be kind of heavy out there. We're going to talk a little bit more about that a bit later, Jess, but right now, it's all yours.
All right. Thanks, Lonnie. And now that the weather is getting warmer, a lot more people are heading down the shore. Today, the New Jersey Attorney General's office started making sure that people on the boardwalk don't get scammed while they play games. CBS 2's Christy Kalishian has more.
It's easy to be a sore loser on the boardwalk. There are games of skill and chance, and some that are purposely set up for failure. The state's making sure that doesn't happen.
You know, if you're not going to get a prize, you kind of just almost just like, here, take my money, and that's that.
And that's why Cody Borden picks his boardwalk games carefully. He's trying to make sure each of his 4 kids leave with prizes. But inch by inch, pound by pound, the Division of Consumer Affairs' Safe Summer Task Force is ensuring nothing is rigged.
The folks out here from our Division of Consumer Affairs do that every day, so you can feel confident when you come to the boardwalk that you're going to get a fair shot.
Enforcement says it plans on coming to all retail stores on all boardwalks at least 4 to 5 times a summer. But when it comes to games, though, they don't have an exact number and will come several times a summer unannounced.
With this type of game, we're making sure the tips are pointing.
Last year, among the 66 stores inspected, 13 violations were issued for merchandise without price tags. The Legalized Games of Chance Control Commission issued over $40,000 in penalties and fines for overinflated basketballs, overcharging to play, and more. This includes crane games, too.
That's going to be shut down until it's fixed, okay? We don't just write the violation and walk away.
But part of it is skill, though, right?
Absolutely, absolute skill and chance. Skill and chance.
Now, we can't guarantee a win. That's not within our powers, but we can make sure that they got a fair shot no matter what game they're playing. Making sure everyone gets a fair shake without making the boardwalk experience feel like a shakedown. And Seaside, Kirsty Kalishian, CBS 2 News.
Still ahead tonight, the craze for cricket in New York.
He was one of the first organizers of the Trinidad against Guyana game, and this is one of the trophies that they won.
We are now just about 24 hours away from the first World Cup match in our area. How the sport has a special meaning for one local family. And J-Lo's summer tour abruptly canceled. What we're learning about the decision and what you need to know about a refund. An unexpected announcement from Jennifer Lopez today. She is canceling her summer tour. Representatives for Live Nation made the announcement saying J-Lo is taking time off to be with her children, family, and close friends. The This Is Me live tour was supposed to kick off on June 26th. On social media, J-Lo said she is heartsick and devastated about letting fans down. People who bought tickets through Ticketmaster will be refunded automatically. A traffic alert this weekend. Part of the BQE is closing for repairs. Tomorrow through Monday, the Queens-bound BQE will be completely closed between Atlantic Avenue and the Manhattan Bridge. Drivers will be detoured around the roadwork. The city's DOT commissioner spoke about the repairs.
If you are looking to come to around the BQE, please use our public transportation. But if you are planning to drive around New York City, stay away from the BQE.
This is the third and final closure of the year as the DOT adds critical concrete and steel reinforcements. The closure begins overnight at 2 o'clock. The road reopens at 4 a.m. on Monday. Time now for another check of that first alert forecast. Lonnie is here to tell us how long the sun sticks around. Lonnie.
Listen, just a beautiful day today. You're going to do just fine tomorrow as well. Here's your picture outside. Let's check in on the temperature reading, and it is 73 degrees. A gorgeous night. So how does this all stack up? We had a beautiful top 10 day today. So often, Jess, we'll get these great Fridays. You guys are always saying, boy, it'd be great if this could just roll into the weekend. Well, this is going to roll into the weekend. In fact, tomorrow, Saturday, it's warmer than you were today, low to mid 80s out there. It's brighter as well, beautiful blue sky. Sunday, okay, it's going to change a bit. It features more clouds. Yep. Rain, not during the daytime hours. Post sunset, got a slight chance for some rain out there. You do. But the better chance for rain is a batch that comes in Monday morning. That could disrupt the Monday morning commute. But high pressure in control for Saturday. For the most part, it's in control for Sunday. What's going to happen is the whole while it's pushing to the east, and as it gets east of our area, it starts to allow some clouds in. We are watching some of this rain down around Louisiana, Mississippi, making its way into our area. Potentially heavy Monday morning. Could see some bouts Sunday night. If you are heading to the beach tomorrow, have at it. Great looking day to go. If you're swimming, you are of hardy folk, because we're talking 55 to 62 degrees in the water. I'm telling you, I grew up, we were in 62-degree water my entire life. It's great. Once your lips turn blue and you get numb enough, it all feels wonderful out there. But that's the way that we see it. It is going to be chilly in the water, but you can do it. All right, have at it. Enjoy the sunshine overhead. What are we dealing with for rip currents tomorrow? Because that's a big concern, especially as of late. It just seems like we get more coverage of these terrible stories. Thankfully, that is low. All of our surfside beaches, low rip current risks out there. Let's pull up the 7-day forecast, show you what's going on. It's definitely a better beach day tomorrow than Sunday. Sunday, you're still dry, but you've got more clouds overhead. Both days are in the 80s. It's 84 Saturday, 81 on Sunday. The rain chance would begin late Sunday. Could get kind of heavy Monday morning, and then it sort of gets better as you push through Monday afternoon. Tuesday looks great at around 83 degrees, but tomorrow's a beauty of a day.
You know, depending on how young your kids are, they don't actually care about the water temperature. I learned that the hard way last week.
I grew up with it, I'm telling you. You'd go in and your mother would say, get out of that water now.
You're going
your
to catch a cold.
Blue.
You're going to catch a cold. All right. Thank you, Lonnie.
All right.
Still ahead for us tonight, a champion of inclusion getting his recognition, the inspiring story of a New York City teacher who will serve as Grand Marshal at the Queen's Pride Parade.
New York 55 celebrates Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month.
CBS 2 is proud to be the media sponsor of the Queen's Pride Parade happening this Sunday in Jackson Heights. One of the parade's grand marshals is high school teacher Billy Green, and CBS 2's Doug Williams spent a day with him in his Harlem classroom.
If you don't get the actual answer, you can call me. Got it?
Teaching can be a thankless job, but last year, the state of New York thanked Billy Green, awarding him Teacher of the Year.
I'm the emergency room of education, and it is my job, right, to ensure that any ill that society imposes on my classroom or my students, I am able to inject them with hope, motivation, inspiration, and then my biggest part, liberation.
Green teaches chemistry and physics at A. Philip Randolph High School in Harlem and is a proud member of the LGBTQ community and a champion of inclusion, which he says means embracing different points of view.
It's about respecting people and their spaces and making them feel welcome, which is something that he has continuously taught us.
When we come together, we can collaborate towards greatness.
Green describes himself as Puerto Rican, Black, and Italian, the embodiment of the melting pot that is New York City and the perseverance required to make it here.
I was homeless. I was evicted at the age of 12. I even slept in abandoned buildings, and that's where I first learned my knack for science, because I had to take the electricity from the street.
Everything he's been through, and despite that, he found himself, and he still stays true to himself. And he made this, like, his whole classroom a safe space for everyone.
Green students describe him as a resource, confidant, and friend.
I've taken one class with him in my sophomore year, and I basically just followed him after. He is great at mathematics, he's great at science, he's great at that entire sphere and realm of teaching and also understanding, but his support does not end within that realm.
These kids are everything, and they deserve the best, and that's why I do my job.
In Harlem, Doug Williams, CBS 2 News.
Green says he hopes his role as Grand Marshal in the Queen's Pride Parade shows the city and the world that there is, quote, a lot of love in being inclusive. The parade kicks off on Sunday, June 2nd at noon. CBS 2 will be there. Just look out for our big purple float. The village of Northport kicked off Pride Month activities with today's flag-raising ceremony. The ceremony was accompanied by the ringing of church bells around noon in support of the LGBTQ+ community. On Saturday, June 15th, the city will host Pride Fest in the park at Northport Village Park. An update now on a lawsuit against New York election officials. A federal court has sided with challenged a state law banning groups from providing food and drinks to voters on Election Day. The NAACP claimed the law violated the First and 14th Amendments. In a statement, the plaintiff's attorney said the ruling is a huge win for voters in New York and civic organizations, adding, quote, no one should have to face criminal penalties for providing food and water to voters waiting in unnecessarily long lines. Still ahead at 8, former President Trump blasts the verdict in his hush money trial one day after the conviction. What legal experts are saying about Trump's vow to appeal. And the search for a suspect after a Lamborghini plows into parked cars in Brooklyn. Plus, the countdown is on for World Cup cricket action in New York. The story of how a Queens man is keeping his father's legacy alive through the love of the game. And here's Otis with a look at sports. All
right, he had his ups and downs in New York. Tomorrow, Darryl Strawberry's career with the Mets reaches its pinnacle as he becomes one of a handful of players to have his number retired. Coming up later in sports, my convo with Straw, who recently feared he wouldn't be alive to see this day.
Right now at 8:30, former President Donald Trump vows to appeal his hush money criminal verdict in New York. We're taking a closer look at what legal experts are saying about Trump's options. And the search continues for a suspect who stabbed a man in the back on a subway train in Brooklyn. Plus, just in time for the summer rush, a vital link for two Jersey Shore towns is back up and running. Good evening. I'm Jessica Moore. We begin at 8:30 with the conviction of former President Trump. Today, Trump is firing back, calling the hush money criminal trial unfair and the judge conflicted. CBS News' Alice Gaynor covered this case from beginning to end. She has the latest.
The former president spoke for more than 30 minutes. He is still under a limited gag order and is not supposed to talk about the jury or witnesses. He referred to witness Michael Cohen, though not by name.
Now, I'm not allowed to use his name because of the gag order. But, you know, he's a sleazebag.
He also spoke about defense witness Robert Costello.
And the reason that Bob Costello acted a little bit upset, which I think he has a right to, was that every question he was being asked was being objected to.
Trump did not take questions after. As he left, he did not answer when I asked,
"Are you worried about sentencing?"
Also present at this morning's news conference, defense attorney Todd Blanche. He did not join the former president at the podium, and he did not speak to cameras. He did speak to CNN last night.
Understanding why a jury reaches a verdict is something that every single trial lawyer in the country would love to be able to answer honestly.
A jury of Trump's peers deliberated for 2 days. He was found guilty on all 34 counts of falsifying business records related to a payment made to adult film star Stormy Daniels ahead of the 2016 election to keep her quiet about an alleged sexual encounter. Trump maintains he did nothing wrong and denies an affair. In Midtown, Alice Gaynor, CBS 2 News.
Head to CBSNewYork.com for continuing coverage on the former president's conviction. We have a schedule of what's happening next, including Trump's sentencing date in July. An emotional sentencing for former Newark police officer Giovanni Crespo. A judge sentenced him today to 27 years in prison. Loved ones were crying uncontrollably when the father of 4 learned his fate. In January 2019, then Officer Crespo was called as backup for a traffic stop in Newark. The driver, Gregory Griffin, sped away. Body-worn camera footage shows Crespo firing his gun at the fleeing vehicle repeatedly during the miles-long chase, killing the driver and critically injuring the passenger, Andrew Dixon. In 2023, Crespo was found guilty of first-degree aggravated manslaughter and second-degree aggravated assault and official misconduct. Sources tell CBS 2's Christine Sloan indicted U.S. Senator Robert Menendez has obtained enough signatures to run as an independent in November. The New Jersey senator's alleged bribery and corruption trial continues in Manhattan federal court. The government alleges Menendez and his wife Nadine received cash and gold bars in exchange for his influence. Prosecutors say one of the schemes involved getting WLNY a monopoly on a halal export business with Egypt. A former Agriculture Department official testified as he tried to alert Egypt. Senator Menendez urged him to stop interfering. Menendez spoke outside court in Lower Manhattan about today's testimony.
You know, you wait for the cross, you're going to find the truth.
Menendez and the others have pleaded not guilty to all charges. Another victim of violence on the subway. Police are looking for the person who stabbed a man in the back on a 3 train in Brownsville. That attack happened near the Saratoga station last night around 9:45. Police say the 35-year-old man and the suspect were in an argument before the stabbing. The victim rushed to Brookdale Hospital in stable condition. The suspect ran away from the scene. Police are searching for the driver of a Lamborghini who hit 9 parked cars in Brooklyn and then bailed from the scene. That crash happened around 1:30 this morning in East New York on Fulton Street near Atlantic Avenue. Investigators say they believe the driver lost control, striking the parked cars. No injuries have been reported. A bridge that is a vital link between two Jersey Shore towns is now reopened. Traffic is once again moving over the Route 71 bridge over the Shark River in Monmouth County. The drawbridge that connects Avon by the Sea and Belmar reopened at 4 o'clock this afternoon. The bridge has been closed since experiencing a mechanical malfunction on March 1st. Emergency repairs were made to the bridge that was built in 1932. A free shuttle between the two towns will continue to run through this weekend. Happening tomorrow, the first Cricket World Cup match in New York, and cricket fever can be felt across the area. The pitch will be packed on Long Island for the first game tomorrow night at 8:30. There are already closures around Eisenhower Park ahead of the games on Long Island. There are partial street closures around Park Boulevard, Merrick Avenue, and Charles Lindbergh Boulevard. As CBS 2's Jennifer Bisram reports, cricket has been a thriving sport among immigrant communities across New York City for generations.
1988.
Yeah.
For the sport, the culture, and his beloved father.
My dad he was one of the first organizers of the Trinidad against Guyana game, and this is one of the trophies that they won.
In front of a table filled with his late father's cricket trophies and memorabilia, Sunil Maharaj tells us how his love for cricket began.
Cricket came to me because we would always be with my dad when he's playing games.
His dad, Jimmy Maharaj, started playing the centuries-old sport in the 1970s, both in Trinidad, the family's homeland, and at neighborhood parks around New York.
Cricket was my dad's first love, and then my mom came second.
His dad received local and international recognition and had lots of local fans. And even when he became ill with cancer and was no longer able to compete, he still found joy in the game by watching his own sons play.
He would come and enjoy cricket, like watching us. Sometimes he would give us, little tips.
Back in 2006, the family founded a windball cricket team, which is a form of cricket that uses a softball instead of the traditional hardball. They've been playing in weekly competitions in Brooklyn and Queens since. Describe cricket in one word.
Exhilarating.
Why?
Because the games could go, at any given moment, the game could go either way.
Cricket, a bat and ball game similar to baseball, is played on a 22-yard pitch. The goal is to score the most runs. The Maharaj family is just one of many families from South Asian and Caribbean communities proud to see the T20 World Cup matches being played in New York for the first time.
I think you would be amazed at how far this game has come and is finally in the U.S.
They hope the June competition at Eisenhower Park on Long Island will take the sport's popularity to the next level here in the U.S. When you hold this now, knowing that was dad's and dad won, how do you feel?
It feels, I'm proud. I'm proud of my dad, I get that feeling every time I hold one of my trophies or when we win a championship, I feel the same way.
For this cricket fanatic and bowler, the game will always hold a special place in his heart. In South Richmond Hill, Queens, Jennifer Bisram, CBS 2 News.
And the first game on Long Island is Monday, Sri Lanka versus South Africa. There are road closures and disruptions around the area for the tournament. If you'd like to see the full list, just head to our website, cbsnewyork.com. Still ahead here at 8 tonight, a first ever report on just how many New Yorkers are experiencing mental health difficulties and what doctors believe can help ease the impact. Plus, young fashion designers get a major platform to showcase their styles. How New York high schoolers are impressing industry professionals. And a picture-perfect day making way for a clear and calm night. Lonnie Quinn has your first alert forecast with how much warmer tomorrow will be. New York has released its first ever state of mental health report, and it shows that among the 6 million adults in the city, nearly 1 in 4 experience a mental disorder in a given year. The report explores mental health before and after the height of the pandemic, which worsened feelings like loneliness, grief, and economic instability.
I think the good news about the pandemic, and this is good news, is that what it did is it opened our eyes to a mental health epidemic that in my mind was already there. It was just silent. And I think what the pandemic did is created this incredible dialogue about mental health in New York and in the rest of the country.
Dr. Gold says there are several things needed to help the mental health epidemic. First, we need more therapists, more mental health programs, and citywide community leaders that can help young people and adults feel connected. The future of fashion was on display in the Meatpacking District last night. Students at the city's High School of Fashion Industries put on their second annual fashion show. CBS News' Christy Kalishian spoke with students and staff.
With every sketch and stitch, it's safe to say these students are all cut from the same cloth. This includes males in a female-dominated classroom.
Like, it was very hidden. Like, I would sew on the weekends in my own time, and then when my friends would come over, take the sewing machine, put it in the cupboard.
But the High School of Fashion Industries is where senior Kavlin Sakpa can confidently flaunt his work, especially at its annual industry fashion show.
It's the Super Bowl of High School of Fashion Industries.
That's teacher and alum Brenda Rojas, who worked in the business for decades. The students held their annual public fashion show for their families and prospective students in their auditorium. But it's only the second year they're taking their work outside to Gansevoort Plaza for industry professionals, possible donors, and more to see. This year's theme?
Dark academia, but more cultural academia.
Darkness and light is shown in Hasina Atariwa's tribute piece, Voice of Congo.
Our computers and our phones, all that cobalt and coltan comes from Congo.
She and her classmates started high school virtually due to COVID. Atariwa says it gave her extra time to figure out if fashion was her calling. This year's valedictorian Sia Galati only learned how to sew during her sophomore year.
And I just started to get the hang of it, and by this year I was able to make my own garment, so I'm very happy and also very proud of myself.
And her work strutted first in line down the Gansevoort Plaza cobblestone runway before dozens of unique pieces, all crafted by the students, many of whom are off to Fashion Institute of Technology in the fall, like Hasina.
We just made it. That's it. And from here we'll see. That's it. And from here we'll see where this show will take us as a school.
The hope is for next year's show to be held at the Whitney Museum in Lower Manhattan. Christy Kalishian, CBS 2 News.
Turning back to our weather, Lonnie Quinn is here with the first alert forecast with an eye on the weekend.
Jess, it is nice to be sharing the airwaves with you. Look, the day today was spectacular, and it may even be even better by some standards tomorrow. And I love this. 75 degrees, sunshine, no humidity, great looking day. Temps exactly where they should be. It was a top 10 day, in my opinion. Tomorrow, some of you may actually like it better. You're going to get that same abundant sunshine, but it's going to be warmer. Mid-80s or so, say like around 84 degrees in New York City. And then you get to Sunday. Sunday's not as nice as Saturday. It's not a wet day. I think the daytime hours are fine. They're dry. You have more clouds for sure. And then you're looking at temperatures maxing out in the upper 70s, low 80s. Bit of a rain chance late, well after sunset on Sunday night, and more likely for your Monday morning commute. Could get kind of heavy out there. So for Saturday, 84, just one of June's finest that they're going to offer up, and we'll kick off the season that way. Sunday, 81, and you can look at the picture here. This sort of tells the story, right? A brighter day, more clouds on Sunday. There's that late shower chance, and it looks like it may get a little stronger as you go into your morning on Monday. So currently, there's nothing to worry about. High pressure's in control, giving you just a great looking sky. This is where we see some wet weather. We're specifically watching this area, okay? Memphis and south. That may clip our area on Sunday. Now, how could that happen with this high pressure in control? If that high pressure doesn't move, both Saturday and Sunday are spectacular, but I think Saturday it stays in force. I think Sunday is when it's going to budge out of here a little bit. Now, here's what happens. Saturday, beautiful all day long. 5 p.m., looking great out there. Getting into Sunday, the high now nudges offshore a bit, allowing a few more clouds to come into the area. And then we're going to watch a rain chance start to develop after the sun sets. This is showing 11:30 at night into the area, and it may circulate in with a little bit more intensity by Monday morning. That's 7 a.m., which could prove to be problematic for your morning commute. Then by the afternoon, the second half of Monday looks like your things are brightening up. It's overall just a better looking picture than how we start off on Monday. So whether you're going to the beaches or the mountains, and as far as beaches, the Hamptons, Jersey Shore, have at it. Everybody. Mountains, beaches, a better looking Saturday than Sunday. Sunday is not a wet weather day. I think you're dry during the daytime hours, but you will get more clouds out there, especially if you're up into the mountains. And there's a very late chance for some rain to develop really into the nighttime hours. So how much rain are we talking about? Keep in mind, I'm looking at data now that spans 7 days. The chances for rain would be Sunday night late, Monday morning early. And then I don't see anything until maybe Thursday or Friday of next week. But we're talking somewhere between 1.5 inches 1.5 and maybe 2 inches of rain over a 7-day period, with the 2 chances being, like I said, Sunday night into Monday and then Thursday into Friday. So for your day tomorrow, we talked about Saturday being the pick. 84 degrees, beautiful. 81 on Sunday, more clouds. Could be some rain at night. Could be some heavy rain Monday morning. Hitting a high temperature of 81. Monday improves for the second half of the day. Tuesday looks beautiful. Wednesday looks pretty good with the sun and cloud mix. Tuesday, you're 83. Wednesday, you're 79. Thursday, going into Friday, that's our next chance for some wet weather. 79 degrees on Thursday. Friday, looking at 78. So yes, it's a 7-day forecast with some rain mixed in here or there. But overall, especially, Jess, with what we're serving up tomorrow, a beautiful, beautiful start to the weekend. So enjoy that. It's all yours.
Thanks, Lonnie. New Jersey is known for its diners, and every one of them has at least one memorable character. But in this diner, sandwiched on an island between busy roads, you'll find a man whose vision comes from within. He's the focus of this week's Snapshot New York with Steve Overmeyer.
Hey, Julio, trucker special over medium, bacon, egg, and cheese, bacon, cheese omelet, no toast.
At Bendig's Diner in New Jersey, the coffee is hot, food is hearty, and the laughter flows.
You better not screw this up. I have a 31-year streak, okay? Thanks.
At the heart of this vibrant setting stands John Diakakis, a man who has acute perception, even in the absence of sight.
This is the one on each side. I want to feel like I'm the most efficient blind person you've ever met in your life. There you go, my friend. More cream?
John started working here 30 years ago. 20 years ago, he bought the place.
In the beginning, when I was just a young guy, and they'd come in trashed, and they'd be like, "You stupid idiot, why don't you put my drinks down?" And then I went from the stupid idiot to the most amazing person on the planet. Here you go.
For more than 3 decades, John has not only served up steaming plates of comfort food, but also boundless amounts of good cheer.
You weren't expecting that.
He turns the simple act of taking an order into a performance that leaves his audience in stitches.
I was ready to kiss him in the mouth, the whole thing.
And turned the tradition of busting chops into a fine art.
You need menus? I know you guys can't read, but do you need menus?
No menus.
Okay,
one of the best parts about coming here is, you talk to John, you interact with him, and he doesn't know that you're smiling, but he feels that you're smiling.
Okay, what would you like? I need over with bacon, home fries well done to go, and an eggs Benedict with the home fries well done, but the hollandaise sauce on the side. My disability is out there. I don't even call it a disability. Most people would say it's damn of an advantage.
To the regulars, he's more than just the owner or a waiter. He's a friend.
Hey, Walter.
He had that ready for you before you even asked. This is my first time here. It's a mind reader.
You have a mind?
Yes, I do.
And in a world often shrouded in darkness, he reminds us that true vision springs from within.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 10.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. You can do anything you want. That's the bottom line, regardless. But like I said, it's the retail public that is giving me that encouragement.
John has taken Bendig's Diner from the ordinary and turned it into something extraordinary.
We even have a blind waiter who can't see you, and you can be yourself. Right, my brother Walter?
Yes.
Right? You can be yourself. You could come here. Even if you came with no clothes on, it's not like it'll offend me.
He's created a place that reminds us the greatest treasures are found not in what we see, but what we feel.
Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Otis Livingston joins us up next with sports.
The Point with Marcia Kramer.
Pay their fare.
Sunday mornings at 11:30. This is CBS Sports New York, presented by Ford.
Otis Livingston's here with sports. Big day for the Mets coming up.
Yeah, and Darryl Strawberry, one of those guys who was a fan favorite all over the world. Tomorrow will be a very special day for a very special New York Met. Darryl Strawberry will become the latest Met to have his jersey retired before tomorrow's game against the Diamondbacks. It'll be a huge celebration of a player who has always, as I said, been a fan favorite through his success on the field and setbacks off it. The celebration that almost didn't happen with him in attendance. In early March, a routine stroll through the airport nearly turned tragic for former Mets great Darryl Strawberry. His heart started racing.
I felt very fatigued, real tired at the time.
just didn't pay attention to what exactly was going on. I just thought, oh, well, maybe it's just because I'm rushing. But the reality, it was a massive heart attack.
When he entered a hospital emergency room, his heart was working at only 40%. Thankfully, he got a stent to restore his heart to regular function. He's recovered, and this traveling minister has an even greater appreciation for life.
It makes you realize that life is really short. It doesn't last long. It could be any given time. It can happen to you, and your life can be over in a second.
With a new lease on life, Strahm made it to Doc Gooden's jersey retirement ceremony in April, surprising his former teammate.
How you feeling, brother? What's up? Congratulations, man.
Daryl and Doc and Daryl. The two were joined at the hip in Queens. The fans loved them through the good and the bad, the ups and the downs.
They like the underdog. Yeah. They like a guy that doesn't quit.
Yeah.
I think that's what attracts them about us. You know, yeah, they might have had some trials and tribulations, but these guys are not quitters.
Daryl's story has been written. He's one of the all-time great Mets, and on Saturday, he will become just the 10th player to have his jersey retired.
Makes me feel great. It makes me appreciate the new ownership, Steve and Alex, you know, and all that they've done to make players who have played here be well appreciated. Number 18 is just not about me. It's about so many people that's been around me, that's helped me get to this place, encouraged me, believed in me.
And it's really incredible that everyone really loves Daryl and Doc. They're joined at the hip. You know what I mean? I mean, Hall of Fame talents that did not achieve because of their own self-inflicted things off the field.
Right.
But as he said, New York loves underdogs. Loves guys.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, and so he and Doc definitely exhibit that.
Well, you and I share this in common. I told you I had a small crush on him when I was growing up. He was a big deal when you were growing up as well, right? Sort of like idolized him in a way.
Yeah, in South Central Los Angeles, Crenshaw High School, grew up reading about him in the paper.
Of course.
Yeah, so Daryl, he was bigger than life, and to have, you know, the opportunity to speak to him.
That's what I was saying. He's a real deal in person,
he definitely is a great guy. You know, of course, you know, he's had those ups and downs.
Sure.
But, you know, he keeps coming back, and he's one of those guys that you can definitely root for.
Love it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Otis. Thanks for watching. I'm Jessica Moore. Be sure to join us for CBS 2 News at 11, and have a great night.